Alright, y'all, so let's talk about this defense. In my previous video, I said that I thought that this defense was definitely going to be the bright spot of this team's start camp. But I just think that's going to be the case, period. Y'all, I don't think that people are ready for this defense in year 2. One thing that I remember Joe Witt Jr. and Dan Quinn echoing when they first got here, their initial interviews, was we want these gentlemen to know where they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to be doing, because that allows them to play fast. And when they play fast, we know that they know what they're looking at, and we know that they are processing the plays correctly. That's what you're seeing this year. You're seeing that clock speed up and will slow down for a lot of guys. And Micah's talked about it. Trayvon's talked about it. Who else is Anthony Brown's talked about it. It just feels like the game is slowing down for them, and that comes with teaching. Credit to Dan Quinn, credit to Joe Witt Jr., credit to the D-line coach, Coach D. I'm gonna call him Coach D. I don't want to ruin his name. Credit to them. Edwards, like, it's all of them getting these gentlemen in here and really building a unit. Like the defense, the defense is a serious unit. Granted, there's units within that unit, but that side of the ball is really a force to be reckoned with. Let me start with the defensive line. Neville Gallimore, we saw a lot of guys come back. They look a lot more lean. Some of them put on muscle. The DT position looks like it's going to be fluid. I am curious to see who's going to be the odd man out, because Tristan Hill is having a hell of a camp. He was one of my sleepers. I think that I also think that he is one of the guys. Injuries is one thing he struggled with, but just the development and the maturity weren't there. And with this coaching regime, we've seen guys mature. So I expected to see him come into his own a little bit better, but now that he's healthy, he's flying off the ball, y'all. And I'm curious to see if he's going to make this team. And then you have Bohanna, who I haven't heard much about this camp. That concerns me a little bit. This gentleman's a 6th-round pick. You have to be realistic about his development, but I do think that he could possibly be the odd man out with all of the depth on this defensive line. Neville Gallimore looks like he's about to really wreak havoc. Listening to his interviews, he is ready to show what he's capable of. And also Diggy Zua, he's a lot of people's sleepers from what I've definitely heard. He hit that rookie wall last year, no fault of his own. There was, with the injuries, specifically a D tackle, he had to play a lot. He played almost every preseason game, and then obviously had extended snaps later in the season, and that showed in his legs. So I'm expecting for us to have, with us having a healthy rotation, we have actual talent in the middle of this defensive line. And with the addition of Chauncey Golston, who looks like he is causing some problems, specifically coming through the B gap, y'all, and I ain't even talked about the defensive ends. I haven't even talked about Tank looking like he's ready to take all the world. I haven't even talked about Dante Fowler, who, again, everyone's kind of looking out for. Sam Williams, that speed and athleticism is proven to be real. It looks like Dan Quinn's going to be using him in some packages flying off the line. Then the addition of Anthony Barr. So I'm going to put it like this. I think that Anthony Barr is the Randy Gregory replacement. And I know you're like, what does that mean? Like, he's not, what do you mean? He's not a linebacker. He's not a DN. Yeah, but the obvious thing is that he allows Micah Parsons to really rush the passer a lot more. I would expect to see them in some rushing situations together. I wasn't really deep into the film room and into football. I was, but not like this when Anthony Barr was drafted. So last night I took some time to really take a deep dive into some of his film. This is a player that can move around and play in a lot of spots. He can play every position. He can play the Sam. He can play the Will. This is a knowledgeable player. And even if he has lost a step, I am very happy he's in this locker room for his football mind. Because that locker room, the linebacker core, you know, besides Leighton Vander Esch, there's not really much experience there. And these gentlemen, Micah, Jabril, they need this mentorship. Not only that, Anthony Barr has the capability to cover, and again, like, that's something he can drop in coverage, because I think obviously too, because his length, his 6'6" size. Seeing him stand over the reporters during his interview was hilarious. That's a giant human, y'all. I think that his versatility and his ability to play all the spots at linebacker and also to situationally rush the passer, this is an addition that was needed, and it's also really showing me that they are very focused on doing whatever they need to do to get their playmaker in the position to make plays. So when I say that Anthony Barr was the Randy Gregory replacement, what I mean is that just allows Micah to play the end when we need him to play the end. And we know he's one of the best in the game. So this defensive line, and this front seven, I think, is going to be humming. I'm not gonna lie, the little dinging up of the knee thing really made me nervous with Jabril Cox. It looks like he has a brace on because he got a contusion. They're just trying to protect it. I like that. But this linebacker core went from being extremely thin to okay. And Leighton is having a fantastic camp, so I really don't want to see him be the odd man out. I really don't. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. I'm sorry, y'all. It makes me sad for him because I feel like he's had a fantastic camp. But this defense, the speed on this defense is just really being ramped up. And I don't know if he fits what they want to do schematically anymore, and that's where I'm at with that. Let's move on to the secondary. These guys are flying around. Let's talk about Anthony Brown. So Anthony Brown is not giving up that 2 spot. We gotta let it go. It's not gonna happen unless he say ouch or something. That's his spot. He's earned it. He deserves it. And after the camp, like with the camp he's having right now, y'all, like the secondary, Jaron Kearse looks like every bit of he did last year, commanding that secondary. Trayvon Diggs, obviously I made the tweet about all of the hatred towards Trayvon Diggs, but he's had a fantastic camp as well. That battle between him and CeeDee Lamb, we hear it all the time, iron sharpens iron. Listen, is there like a special type of iron? Is there like some bedazzled iron or something? Because that right there, you can't do anything but get better from the seeing CD's improvement, and then what Trayvon having to go up against him in practice. And then the safeties. I already mentioned Jaron Kearse, but Malik Hooker, a year removed from his Achilles injury, getting his legs under him. He said that he feels so much more confident in his body in his interviews. And y'all, Donovan Wilson sounds like he's still gonna be the nasty player he is. Praying that he stays healthy. Praying that he stays healthy. But there is a Marquise Bell waiting in the wings just in case. And he sounds like he's had a steady camp as well. They're flying around, making things really hard on this receiver core. There's nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. Dak is having to hold the ball a little bit longer. Again, like, get ready for this defense. Get ready for them to dominate. If they can dominate the way that they showed flashes of being able to do last year, it's gonna make things a lot easier for this offense. And hopefully there's some complimentary football going on. Sorry guys, I had to like relocate. It was a lot going on where I was at before. But as I was saying before, I'm really hoping to see some complimentary football this season. I don't want my defense going out there putting their lives on the line basically, and my offense can't produce. I can't take it. I don't want to see my my offense go down and score and then my kicker is shanking extra points. I just can't take it this year. So I'm really hoping that this preseason game against the Broncos solidifies a lot of these things that they're waiting on to address, or trying to see if gentlemen are going to step up in those spots, if they have the capability to take on the lights and show up at the big moment. If they can do that, then we are cooking with gas. And I'm just going to follow suit and be confident in what I see and be confident in my eyes. Now, if they go out there against the Broncos and stink up the place, don't think that I'm going to sit up here and act like I don't think we need to go fix some things. Absolutely. But let's just wait and see. This defense is probably going to be top 5. top 5. And this offense, barring some, you know, fluky stuff, seems as though they know something we don't. Any comments, like, subscribe, anything, please put it down there. Follow me on Twitter, Aisha Morrison. That's Aisha with 2 I's. And I will see y'all later. I will definitely be talking about this upcoming week and the matchups. See you later.